Hit him with a banger. What's up, you guys? Welcome back. So for today's video, I thought it would be really fun to sit down and film a classic holiday makeup tutorial. This will be my very first Christmas makeup tutorial. This is one of those looks that's gonna look good with almost any and every outfit. It's so timeless. I go back to this look every single Christmas. It is a neutral smoky eye with a wing liner and a bold red lip with also like a pop of glitter, but not too much because we want to be like mature, but we don't want to be childish. You know what I mean? So I'm really excited to dive into it. I am using like 99.9% affordable products. Y'all know we love to see it. So if you guys are not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you guys do so by pressing that subscribe button. I do film beauty on a budget videos, so if you love to look good and save coin while doing it, this is the channel for you. Like this video and also turn on your post notifications so that way YouTube will notify you when I upload. I do upload every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but Christmas is coming, which means loads more videos. I may even do Vlogmas. You may get some bonus videos, so make sure those notifications are turned on. With that being said, grab your coffee, tea, matcha, water, whatever you drink. I'm drinking my Nespresso coffee with my sweet and creamy creamer. Honey, so good. It's gonna be a long video. Kick back, relax, and let's zoom in and let's get started. Ooh, that was a strong sip. You guys already know what's up. Brows are done, lids are primed. Let's move on to eyeshadow. I'm gonna start off with the Nude Mood palette by ColourPop. I've told you guys this once. I've told you this time and time again. This is probably one of my favorite smaller version palettes from ColourPop. I love the shades within this palette. I also love that there is a really good mixture of shimmers and matte. So the first shade I'm gonna take is called Bare to Wear. I'm gonna take that on a Morphe M441, and I'm just gonna take it in my crease. Go big circular motions and really buff and blend it out. This is gonna be my transitional color. I actually feel like I need more of a fluffy brush because I think that one was like newer, but this is gonna be our transition color. You don't wanna take it too much on the lid, only because we are going to be doing something very light on there. I'm also going to keep this look very matte. I'm not going to be using much of any shimmer at all, which is very different for us. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take a flat brush with a little bit of concealer on it, and I'm gonna stamp out a little bit of lid space because I will be putting a very light shade on the lid. So we want to make sure it's nice and muted so that way everything lays very nice and opaque. Now, one thing I always make sure I do is to take a brush and tap it directly over top of the concealer, just so that way it's completely dry before I go in with my shade, because it is going to be matte. Sometimes I feel like it oxidizes in a weird way if the concealer isn't 100% dry. So I'm now going to take the shade called Bluffin', and I'm going to start tapping this directly over top of the concealer, just so that way there is a shade on the lid. The next shade I'm going to take is slightly deeper than Bare to Wear, and I'm going to take that in the outer V, and I'm really going to smoke it out. I'm really just going to go in big circular motions and start to flick it inwards. Now, this look can be as smoky and as dramatic as you want. It could also be as toned down as you want. You really don't have to go in with an additional shade in the outer V. It's just something that I like to do. Really just customize this look to your own preference. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the shade right here called Moody on a pencil brush. This is an M507 by Morphe. It's one of my all-time favorite brushes for precision blending. If you don't have it, you need it, and that's me telling you right here, right now, because it is so good. I'm taking this in the very outer V of my eye. I'm not taking it above my transitional shade, just because I want this to remain low on my lid. I'm just using this to add some smoke to the overall look. Then I'm going to take a big old blending brush and really just blow this out. And it should look a little something like this. Literally my go-to glam every Christmas. It never fails me. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with an eyeliner. This here is actually a stamp liner by Lottie London. I've had this in my collection for a hot minute now, and I'm really eager to try it out, test it out, and see what it's all about. What's really cool is that it's stamped just like an actual eyeliner. So I'm gonna do it on my hand, and as you can see, it kind of gives you like the perfect wing. So I'm actually gonna use this as a tracing tool to do my eyeliner. So whoo, I'm a little nervous. Let's see, I hope I don't fuck this up.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
It didn't work. Why didn't you work? Alright, so I definitely don't want to mess up this look, so I'm going to go in with a different eyeliner. I'm going to use this right here by Patrick Starr. This is the One Size Point Made Bodacious Black eyeliner. I've heard great things about this, so I'm just going to go all in and create a cat eye wing. I'm now gonna pop on false lashes. I do have a pair of falsies from Tati Lashes. I've been loving their lashes recently. They're somewhat affordable, and these are called the Molly May lashes. They are in the everyday style. I think that these are gonna go incredible with this look simply because it is a little bit more toned down. It's not as dramatic as what I would typically go for. So I'm going to quickly pop these on so that way we can finish off the rest of the look. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of mascara. This is the Air Volume Mascara. Let me tell you, this mascara is so good on its own. One day I'm gonna film a tutorial where I'm not putting on false lashes and show you guys exactly what I mean. It is just incredible. It's crazy what this mascara alone does for my lashes, but I'm just coating my lashes in with the falsies just to give them more of a natural effect. Ooh! It burns. Oh my God. It's so good, but don't get it in your eyes. Now that we have lashes on, I'm gonna move on to face primer. I'm gonna use this right here by Hard Candy. This is the Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer. I love this so much. I feel like it is a spot on dupe for the one from Milk Makeup, but a little bit more hydrating on the skin. So if you love that primer, I think that this is a really, really good alternative for a cheaper price point. By the way, my skin is breaking out so bad all around here, like it's actually painful. I have a cystic bump here and here. I feel like it's because of the Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation. I don't know what it is, but whenever I use something with chemical sunscreen, my skin just does not react very well to it. Let me know if you guys are the same way down below. But now that my skin is nice and primed, I'm going to move on to foundation. I'm going to revisit a foundation I haven't used in a while, and it is the L'Oreal Fresh Wear foundation, the 24-hour one. I am going to use a mixture of shades because I'm still finding it very difficult to find my perfect match in this foundation. So we're gonna do a little cocktail. With my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge, I'm just gonna dip it into the foundation, and I'm gonna start in the center and start working my way outwards. I love the coverage this foundation gives me. It is probably one of my favorite affordable drugstore foundations. The only downside is that I feel like a lot of the shades within the line lean pink. Like there's not enough golden shades for me personally, but I'm hoping that changes in the future. I need to add like a little more right here. Hopefully this pimple goes down. I actually ordered a bunch of like skincare related products that I am so excited to try. You guys will see a haul within the next week or so, but all right, I think we're in a good place. Okay, so let's actually move on to cream contour. You guys know how I feel about this. I will be using this one right here by Neutrogena. This is actually a hydrating foundation stick, but I have mine in the shade Cocoa. I really love to use this to add warmth to my skin. So I'm going to put it on this brush right here. This is a number, what is this? Number 47 brush by Sephora Collection. I love it because it's angled and it's really, really easy to get like right there. So I'm just going to work this into my skin. So before moving on to anything else, I'm gonna take that Total Face Sponge and I'm just gonna lightly tap it over the areas where we put that contour, just so that way everything blends. I don't love harsh lines, so if I can make it look subtle, this is the way I do it. Then what I'll do after that is I will take a little bit of face powder. This one is by Number 7. It is one of my personal favorites. If you guys haven't tried this out, you guys definitely need to. It is a spot on dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I'm going to take a little bit of this and set all the areas of my face that look very shiny. What I love about this powder is that it sets everything down and in place without making me look overly powdery. So it really just kills the shine while still giving me a really pretty luminous feel. Oh my god. I didn't put on concealer. Did anybody else peep that? I got a little ahead of myself before I went in with powder. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit of the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is the original formula. Just like a little bit, nothing crazy. I think we can still make this work. At least I hope so. Ooh, she's still cute. So let's talk loose powder for a minute. I've been loving this one right here by the Creme Shop. I picked mine up at Target and I did take the sifter out. I'm almost done with this because it literally is that good. This is their translucent powder, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of this underneath my eyes to set that concealer down and in place. I literally cannot believe I almost forgot to apply concealer. Just goes to show how much I think I really need it. Before I move back to the rest of the face, I want to finish off my lower lash line. So I'm going to take the shade called Au Naturel, and I'm just going to use this to smoke out my lower lash line. Then I'm going to pick up a little bit of the shade called Moody, and I'm just going to push it closest to my lash line to really carve it out. This is like my favorite part of the look. So for my waterline, I'm going to use the LA Girl Intense Stay Auto Liner in the shade Super Bright, just because I love a good bright-eyed waterline with this look. Now, I did film a look very similar to this a few years back, and in that video I put a very pretty kind of like duochrome glitter in my very inner corner. So I really want to do the same thing. So I'm going to use this liquid glitter eyeshadow by e.l.f. Cosmetics in the shade Disco Queen, and I'm going to put just a little bit right here just to pay homage to that video. I'm also going to take a little bit of my Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in the shade Suntan, and I'm going to bronze up the sides of my nose a little bit. For blush, I'm so excited to bust out this palette. I picked this up from Ulta, I want to say about 2 weeks ago, and I'm just now getting around to using it. Is this not the most beautiful and stunning blush palette you have ever seen? Like, this is right up my alley. This is literally me and a blush palette. I will be using this for the rest of 2020, all of 2021, because honey, these are stunning shades. I have no idea which one I want to use. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this one right here because I feel like it will really complement the look. So I'm gonna take my blush brush and I'm gonna go to town and apply it. And if you thought I was skipping out on highlight for today's video, you were wrong. I will be using this one by Milani, again, one of my personal favorites. It has cream on one side and then powder on the other, which makes for such a beautiful and beaming highlight. I like to take the cream first, and then I'll take the powder directly over top. Do you guys see that? The Christmas lights are on my face. I am an ornament. Wow. Fact of the matter is, if you don't have this in your collection, you need to go get it. Like yesterday, I will have it listed down below. You can thank me later. And wow, we've made it to the very end of the video. Who is she? We don't know her. We're getting through it. I have 3 lip liners here. I have no idea which one I want to use. Long story short, you just need a red lip liner. I think I'm going to use this one right here by Jouer. This is one of their long wearing cream lip liners. This is one of my favorite lip liner formulas. So I'm going to take this and put this all over before liquid lipstick. And for my lips, you guys know I had to run it back to the ColourPop X I Love Cerae Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Arriba. And just like that, you guys, this right here is the final and completed look. I'm actually really glad I got to pay homage to that video I filmed several years ago. It's so bittersweet, like watching my old videos and seeing how I used to do my makeup versus how I do my makeup now. Granted, it's not much different, but I really love this look. I feel like the lines are just a lot more blended, whereas the other one, it was just kind of like a straight cut crease. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It is a classic holiday makeup tutorial that I really hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I use like 99.9% affordable beauty products with the exception of the eyeliner and lip liner, but I mean, pretty much use whatever you guys have in your collection. If you guys want to see any more holiday makeup tutorials, let me know down below in the comments. Comment section is fair game. If you drop me a comment, I may even feature your comment in my next video and as my next video idea. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and until next time, I'll be sure to catch you guys all on the next one. Deuces.